Welcome to the Kunalarora Show. Here we go. Take two with Dennis and Bruce.
Take two. That's my fault, though.
No,
right?
it's not your fault.
Just argue immediately about it.
No, it's fun.
I came a little early today to help set up,
Yeah.
trying to take a bigger step and responsibilities.
100%.
And we lost 15 minutes. What would you say we lost?
I would probably say like 10 minutes.
You look so mad right now.
No, you know what? I'm not, because the dog screaming is not going to be on.
That's true. That's a good point.
Bruce screamed because I picked him up too aggressively and too fast, and as a result, but that was on the previous thing. But that's not the point. You know what I hate? When people fuck up the audio and then they talk about it ad nauseum when they do it right.
We won't talk about it.
We're not going to do that.
At all.
But we will say this, though. Let's just get right into it.
Yeah. Movie quotes.
Movie quotes.
You hate them.
No, I love a good movie quote.
Right.
But this is the thing. The one quote that I cannot stand that people use all the fucking time is Yoda. Do or do not, there is no try.
Why do you hate that, though?
Anybody we know that has ever used that quote is a loser.
Oh, I know a lot of losers then.
There you go.
I know a lot of losers.
That's what I'm saying.
I like that quote.
I know you do, because it's a simple one to remember.
I'm too dumb to remember the long ones?
Yeah, give me a long quote.
To be or not to be. Even that's
if you did the entire thing,
monologue?
I'd be like, fuck me, never mind.
If only I was smart enough to have that one in my back pocket.
Right?
A little bit of Shakespeare for you.
Just a little quintuplets.
Oh, wait, I can tell you
iambic pentameter?
I can tell you the last line of The Great Gatsby.
Sure.
And so we beat on. Fuck, I don't know. It's about waves. It's about being a wave and beating on ceaselessly into the past.
And so we beat off into the night. It is curious, the cool night air. Mirrors turned inwards.
I could have just faked it.
The leather seats to cushion your knees.
I should have just faked it, yeah.
Yeah, you could have.
That was pretty good. You could have told me that was it, and I would have been like, I think I'm wrong.
I'm just quoting Deftones' Passenger, the song about getting head.
I didn't listen to it.
I know.
I know you sent it to me.
In a previous episode I'd mentioned, I told you got to listen to the song. It's very funny.
And then you even sent... You didn't say it was funny. Is it funny?
It's funny to me.
I don't think about it.
The fact that a band wrote an entire song about getting roadhead is pretty funny.
I thought it was also about drinking and driving. It's probably both, right?
I mean, how you interpret it, but I think that...
Okay.
Yeah. Nevertheless, do or do not do, there is no try. Always stupid.
Is that just something, though, that you've heard so much that it's grown to annoy you? Or even the first time you saw the movie, you were like, dumb.
Yeah.
Of course there's such thing as trying. It's the factor that depends on whether you do or do not.
You have to keep trying, and you fail over and over again, and then you one day do it and you don't fail.
But I think it's more like the mentality of, like, you have to go in assuming you can do it. You know what I mean? You don't go in saying, like, I'm going to try to do it. You go in saying, I'm going to do it.
Oh, like... listen, I get what it means.
I don't know if you do.
No. I just think that when you're quoting a puppet, you're an idiot.
Well, now it's like CGI.
Yeah,
you know
I know
what I
it
mean?
is. It's still stupid. It's so dumb. It's such a dumb thing. Like, people live by... Listen, I get living by a movie quote. I understand.
I don't know about living by a movie quote.
I mean, a lot of people do that, right? They'll quote movies all the time, and they'll be like...
Or if you got it, like, tattooed on... If someone had do or do not, there is no try tattooed on them... I'm like, your dad better have been shot watching Star Wars, and it means a lot to you or something. None of this like, oh, I really love that movie series. That's really dumb.
Yeah, 100%. Your dad had to have been killed with a lightsaber, something.
A Toyota fell off a Toys R Us shelf and killed him.
Remember that woman who won, she was a server at a restaurant, and they said that if she had...
Yes, I know this story.
And if she had gotten the most sales or something...
This was fucked up. It was at a Hooters, I believe.
I believe so. And they're like, we'll give you a Toyota.
A Toyota.
And then when she won, they took her to the parking lot.
Yeah.
And they had her eyes blindfolded, and they revealed it was just a Toyota.
A Yoda that was a toy.
Yes.
And when you say it the other way around,
a
Toyota.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird, though, that during that contest, no one ever thought to be like, what kind of a Toyota? Is it a used Toyota?
I'm going to tell you right now, this is how bad the state of affairs are. Like, if their situation's so dire that they go, oh, my God, I can win a car.
Yeah.
And now I do the thing that's necessary, and I don't even get the fucking car.
You work at Hooters.
Yeah. Isn't that bad enough?
You're every day, you got dudes and women looking at you, leering at you. You got to serve them chicken wings and booze, and they just, probably heaps of sexual harassment.
Heaps.
All of a sudden, someone offers you a way out, a literal vehicle to escape your reality. And you're like, you don't want to ask questions. You're like, you don't want to look a gift horse.
You don't want to rock the boat?
No. You're just like, I'm going to work my ass off.
I'm not getting a boat. I'm going to be getting a Toyota.
I don't care if it's I don't know if Toyota's. A Camry?
A Camry?
A Civic?
No, that's a Honda. A Sienna?
A Sienna?
Anything.
Whatever.
It doesn't matter.
And then
a Corolla.
She sued, I believe.
She did.
Did she win?
Oh, yes, she did.
Good for her.
Yeah.
This is the story of Aaron Brockovich, right?
That's the story they should make.
They did that too on I think it was Opie and Anthony,
right?
Where they were having whatever a contest, call in, answer trivia questions, and the prize was going to be $100,000, and they kept saying $100,000, $100,000, and then this dude calls, and this also could have been a fake radio thing. But it sounded pretty real.
Yeah.
Because they go, oh, you want $100,000? This guy's like, oh my God, this is gonna change my life. I got alimony, I got child support.
Sure.
And they're like, well, how is a candy bar gonna help with that? And he's like, what? They're like, yeah, you want $100,000 candy bar? It's worth $1.29.
Yeah.
And that guy killed himself probably.
Oh, okay.
Probably.
All right. Yeah, all right.
If he didn't, I woulda.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah. That's understandable. All right. Let's get into this. So etiquette situation. Need your.
Were you an asshole recently?
Let's find out.
What did you do?
Okay, so I'm at this restaurant. I've eaten there before.
Uh-huh.
Okay, relatively new in the grand scheme of things. They're probably like maybe 4 or 5 years old now.
What kind of restaurant?
Mexican.
Okay.
Okay, so I've eaten there.
Careful now.
I've eaten there.
Uh-huh.
And I've written a stellar review.
Okay.
Because they just opened at the time, and I was like, let me help this.
The way I'm reading this already is you're like, listen, I'm entitled to while out because I've been there before and I left a good review. These people owe me their lives. Go ahead.
I completely understand you. And I'm going to tell you right now, I like how your hand is itching towards the buzzer.
It's just getting closer and
just try to get to me. All right, so Dean and I are getting lunch, and we don't eat out very often.
Okay.
She doesn't like to. So
Why not? Who doesn't like to eat out?
Buddy, thank you.
If I could eat out all the time, I would.
I'd eat out every meal.
Yeah.
I fucking hate having to cook.
I don't mind cooking, but it's the cleaning that does it for me. You got a small kitchen like me. That's the fucked up part.
That's what I'm saying.
You use anything once, you need to throw it in the sink. Next thing you made like bacon and eggs, you got a full fucking sink. How's that happen?
For one plate.
For one plate.
Right. It's it's unjust.
Uh-huh.
So.
And I know she ain't doing the dishes. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm sure she does her fair share.
But it's never enough. It's always something that's involved.
There's always one dirty fork.
There's always a complaint. That comes with it. You know what I mean? Like, it's always like, can you do this? Or, well, what's the deal with that? And it's just like, just do the thing that's required.
Uh-huh.
That's all I ask.
Yeah.
I don't like to hear complaining about house shit. Like, if I'm not doing it, that's one thing. Tell me I go do it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to hear, like, during the time
you don't want to hear complaints about, like, things that just have to be done. Like, someone's got to do it. I do it sometimes.
Or when you're
in
the thick of doing the thing you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
That's what I don't like. Like, if you go, like, let's say, for example, we live together and you go, I'm going to go clean the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then I just hear you bitching from the bathroom. Who put this here? Why is the ring so how do I do, you know what I mean?
How hard is it to put the Q-tip in the waste basket?
Yeah.
That does drive me nuts.
Yeah, it drives you nuts, right?
Yeah.
So we're at this Mexican restaurant and I go, I go, let's get the queso and chips.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, I don't want, and I go, you know what? I'll pay for the queso and chips.
You're not paying her. That's a bargaining chip? Or you're like, I'll cover the queso and chips?
I'll cover the queso and chips.
That's why she didn't want it? She's like, too expensive?
Probably.
Okay.
Who knows what her mind goddamn thing. I'm enjoying the queso and chips. It's a goddamn party. The salsa's... You know what I love?
Is she eating any of the queso and chips?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. The salsa, it's like a thick, chunky salsa?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't like a watery salsa.
I don't want it too liquidy.
Yeah. So it's good. Our burritos come out.
Yeah.
I get the one with I think chicken, I believe.
Okay.
Right?
You both get a burrito.
Yeah, we both get a burrito.
Now, do you intend to finish the burrito, or is this I'm going to eat half the burrito now and half the burrito later?
What kind of world do you think we're living in?
I don't know.
We entered a weight loss competition. We've spoken nothing of it.
I've been waiting for that to get brought up again.
What makes you think that I'm out here trying to...
That's a 10-year endeavor, though.
Yeah. I dive high cholesterol next week.
First I pack it on, and then I go cold turkey.
I got to show you how bad I can get.
Yeah.
So I'm almost done with this burrito.
Mm-hmm.
Got like 2-3 bites left.
Okay.
A bite down into something. Feel something a little weird. Feels a little tough. And I'm thinking... I'm like, maybe this is like
chicken bone.
Maybe, chicken bone, bean.
Gristle.
Uncooked bean.
Maybe an uncooked bean. Yeah, who knows?
It could be.
A petrified bean.
Petrified bean. It's the front of my mouth is where I clip it. And then I pull it out.
Pull it out of your mouth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pull it out of my mouth, and I'm like get the food off it. And I throw it in.
You're like a gold miner. You're like swishing it in your dick.
This is going to get me out of this life.
You're spitting on it and rubbing it on your shirt.
I hail a cab. I get out of there. I'm done with this town, you see?
You throw down a 20.
Yeah.
And go pay for your own chips and queso.
Yeah, tell the dog I love him. Just leave. So
a gold nugget in my burrito.
So I put it in the water, washes it off. It is a pebble.
A pebble.
Yeah.
A rock.
Full stone.
A stone. Could it have been a kidney stone, you think?
I washed that bitch the fuck off, dude.
Uh-huh.
Like, what do you mean, like from a person?
You think someone maybe's pissing in the rice or something? Passing stones into the rice?
You know what would be great? I tell them that, and the waiter comes over and he goes, "Oh no, Juan."
Juan's passed out in the bathroom with just a pot of rice in front of him. He's got a bloody groin.
Blood everywhere all over the bathroom.
There's fucking stones all over the place. Way too big to have come out of any man's urethra.
The server's crying immensely.
Someone's saying prayers in Mexican Spanish over
Mexican.
Jesus. So I was caught up in the moment.
Rosary beads
yes.
everywhere, holding them. Mios Dio.
The funeral candles are already being set down.
Yeah, the big
like
tall
he was
one
shot.
candles?
Yeah, the tall glass ones you get at the bodega.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Pour one.
Yeah. Pour one out for your homies. All right.
You found a pebble in your burrito.
Pebble in the burrito.
And at the end of the burrito.
End of the burrito.
Not even the beginning of the burrito.
Nope.
All right, so I know you. You call the server over. Well, first of all, you bring it up to Dina and you clarify. What does she say?
She goes, maybe that's a bean.
She goes, I'll wait in the car. I don't want to be involved in this.
But she's in the car. It's just across the street, windows down, staring.
Yeah, just listening intently.
Yeah, so she goes, maybe it's a bean. Because that's what I thought, too.
Yeah.
I wash it off. And I start banging it on the plate.
Uh-huh.
It is a
ting, ting,
yeah,
ting,
it is a full
You're becoming an archaeologist about it?
I have a tiny hammer.
You're like, this is from the Ignatius period.
Early 72 BC.
Yeah. You actually don't find this on the Atlantic coast anymore.
This is very rare.
Very rare.
I mean, probably the Jurassic era. Huh. I'm eyeing it. I got the tiny little lens.
Yeah, you break out the fucking magnifying glass.
Yeah. You know the things that lean over, like the multiple lenses?
Yeah, a jeweler, you know?
Yeah, I got the jeweler's glasses.
Gemologist?
A gemologist.
Gemologist?
Right. So I go, listen.
We got to get to the diamond district with this bad boy.
I'm going to put this bitch on your finger.
You're testing to see if it's giving you powers.
Yeah.
You're trying to melt it into your hand.
Yeah.
It's not going in. Come on.
Yeah, it's like, what's the thing called? Mr. The ring guy?
Thanos?
Yeah.
All right, I could have helped you out.
You could have helped me out.
All right, so you say to her,
the Mandarin is who I was that's what I was really thinking about.
He was a badass villain.
Yeah. And he had the rings.
Did he?
Yeah, he had multiple rings.
Pimp rings on?
Yeah, he didn't have. They weren't meant for the.
He was surrounded by hoes.
He was surrounded by hoes, but the pimp rings weren't meant for the pimping aspect. But he did have the rings that had different powers.
Okay.
Anyway, so point being, it's a full stone here.
Yeah.
We got a rock.
Several carats.
Multiple carats.
This is enough to make Jay-Z jealous.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm calling Rockefeller Records. I'm letting them know. The Rock's in the building.
We got another one.
What up, Guru?
It's Tony Ganges, yo. You need to get down to Greenpoint.
Yo, I got a sick record, bro. Rock on the plate. That's what we calling it. Tell Funkmaster Flex.
Undigestible.
Inhospitable.
Right. Do you immediately unwrap the rest of the burrito?
No. I got like 2 bites left.
Okay.
I called the guy over. I go, hey, man.
This guy's got like sand on his face. This guy's just covered in debris. He's got old newspaper coming out of his fucking shirt. He's like, yeah.
You think that's the problem?
He picks up the rock and eats it in front of you. Be like, oh, delicious.
I've been looking for
that. He comes over.
Yeah. He comes over, and I go, hey, man, there's a rock in my burrito. He goes,
no charge.
I go, hey, man, there's a rock in my burrito. He goes, you ready to roll?
It's like at the beginning of a Chuck Berry song.
He pulls out a guitar.
There's a rock in my burrito. Does sound like a Mexican rock song.
Yeah, right.
From like, who the fuck did who died in the plane crash?
La Bamba.
Yes, Richie Valens. That was gonna be his next single. Was "Rockin' My Burrito," a rockin' burrito. But that fucking plane went down. We'll never get to hear it.
We'll never get to hear it. So he goes, maybe it's a bean.
Yeah, of course. That's what everyone's going to say.
Everyone thinks it's a bean.
But like the idea that you would call someone over, unless you were positive it was a rock.
Right.
Or even if it is a bean and it's a petrified bean, which I don't think is a thing.
There is. I've seen that before. Or maybe it's uncooked, an uncooked bean.
Yeah, but uncooked, even if it's a dried out uncooked bean, it wouldn't like make a tink tink off a plate.
Right.
This is a mineral.
This is
clearly a mineral.
This is absolutely a vitamin or mineral.
A vitamin?
Vitamins or minerals?
That's what he says. Like, maybe it's a vitamin.
He gives me one that's not even accurate. How about D12? That's not accurate.
So he suggests bean. You're like, my guy.
My guy.
It's not a bean.
Bruh. Mang.
Come on, Mang. You think it's a bean?
Come on, Mang. This is not a...
I've had beans, Mang. This is no bean.
This one ain't jumping. So I go, ting ting. He goes, this is not accurate. He goes, this is not. He goes, okay.
He goes, ting ting. He's like, oh, that's an E flat.
Yeah. I correct him there.
That's F sharp.
F sharp. I was going to say F sharp. I was going F sharp, sir.
The funniest of all musical notes, course. The F sharp.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So then he goes, I'm sorry.
All right, that's a start. It's a good start.
It's a good start.
Yeah, cover all your base. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. And then he goes, would you like something else?
Well, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Which to you is like, what do you mean do I want something else? Like, there's rocks in my food. But what else does he have to offer? He'd be like, do you want me to go get you pizza from down the block?
Yeah,
like,
what's
he gonna say other than, can I get you something else?
Like, he just keeps going with it.
Do you want a takeout box for your rock?
He gives me a tiny hammer. And a little tweezer to hold it.
Yeah. He gives a little rock cloth. He's like, you could shine that up, you know.
He comes down. He's like, we've got Thai food in the back.
Yeah. So he offers you food, and you're like, no.
Would you like a master's degree? Like, he's just giving me things I've always wanted.
He's like, whatever you want, dude.
Yeah, whatever you want. I can
3 wishes.
Yeah, you want.
He points to the sign, 3 wishes for every rock found in your food.
Yeah. Do you want your father back?
No.
So he goes, you want something else? And I go, listen, man, I appreciate it. I go, appreciate it.
Let me say, if I'm in his position, because I've done the food service.
Sure.
I'm saying, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Give me one moment to go and speak with the back of house.
100%.
And then I go to the back and I just go, yo, there's a fucking rock in somebody's food.
100%.
I'm not going back there to be like, what should I do? I'm just buying time and making it seem like I'm going up the hierarchy.
100%.
Let me see, what can we do? I'll offer him some food because we're a restaurant. We have nothing else to offer.
Yeah.
Sure.
So the guy goes, would you like some food? Would you like a burrito? Would you like something else? A quesadilla? Whatever. And I go, man, I'm already pretty full, but I this is just, I've come here before, and I like you guys.
I've left you a good review. You pull up the review to show him how good it is. Look how good that review is.
I'm going to tell you right now, rocks are delicious.
Rocks are delicious.
Yeah, I bring it back. I've been eating rocks here the entire time. I never say anything. This is the thing. So he goes.
That would have been great if he did. You're like, there's a rock in my burrito. And he's like, which burrito did you order? Like there's rocks in one of them.
Yeah.
We might have had some cross-contamination.
Oh, that's the mineral burrito.
Yeah.
Several rocks in that one. That's your fault.
Hard to get.
It's market price. Yeah. So he goes, all right, and he goes away. He goes back, presumably to do the thing that you
right
suggest he did.
Just be like, yeah, fucking rocking this guy's food.
Yeah, like, can we please?
Like, it's kind of accusatory to do it, but it's also like, I'm just letting you guys know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
One time I was working at this restaurant. I was...
You've worked at a restaurant?
Yeah.
I didn't
worked
know
at
that.
a few.
Surprised you're not easier going at restaurants.
I was younger, so I guess I might have gotten more stiff in my old age.
Uh-huh.
So, one time I was working at like a fry, like the oil, whatever. The deep fryer?
A deep fryer, yeah, okay.
And I pulled out fries, and I put it in like the container, and there was a piece of glass in the fries.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
How big of a piece of broken glass?
I mean, we're talking probably the size of a $50.
Jesus.
That's a big piece of glass.
And you poured that into the to-go box?
I took it out.
You did take it out?
I took it out, and I was like, I can't work here.
Did you? You're like, I can't be possibly killing people.
Yeah, this is below my standards.
This is supposed to be a low responsibility job.
Yeah, I can't be out here fumbling through hot fries, picking out broken glass.
Have you ever had anything crazy in your food other than a rock?
I got a story about that.
Okay.
The one I'm telling.
This one? The glass?
No, I got
that
another
don't
one.
count.
I got another one.
You're like, I go there the next day for lunch. There's glass in my fries.
There's a knife. There's a pocket knife.
You order a pizza and like sticking out of the cardboard box is a hatchet. You're like, nobody noticed this? Nobody noticed this. It's got a wooden handle. It's
in the tiny table. How did you not see this? I specifically said in the delivery, no hatchets.
No hatchets.
Yeah.
Please.
So the thing is, then the guy comes. I go, listen, man. I don't want more food.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to. I just don't want that. But whatever you can do.
You know, what about a gift card? How about some cold hard cash? Give me everything you got, Juan.
I take out a gun. I put the rock in a slingshot, and I'm holding it to threaten him with it. How do you want to play this game?
You pull out an airsoft rifle and load the rock into it. You're like, you feeling lucky?
Yeah.
Punk?
It's what's the thing called? I'm playing Russian roulette with the rock. So I go, man, whatever you think is good. I just don't want more food.
Yeah.
He goes away. He comes back and he goes, we won't charge you for the burrito. And I go, okay.
That's cool. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
That's nice.
And I still tip as per
30%?
The original amount.
30% on top of the original amount with the burrito.
No. Just 20% on top of the original amount.
20%?
Yeah.
In this economy?
I mean, okay, I guess.
How many days did you work at that restaurant on the deep fryer?
One day.
That glass, was it really one day?
It was really one day.
They put you on the deep fryer on the first
Yeah, I know, it was crazy.
What if that was just a test though? Be like, hey, throw a piece of glass in that fryer. Let's see if this guy notices.
Yeah, wild.
It goes the other way. You're like, I can't do this.
Yeah, no, this is below standards. No wonder you guys got a C.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, you worked at a place? Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought you meant the burrito place
No,
had
no,
a
no.
C.
No, so
you go home, you immediately start revising your review from 3 months ago.
No, that's insane.
You ever see those on a review though, where it's like a great review?
Yeah,
and then it'll say
came
update
back. Yes.
3 years later.
What I like to see on people giving an update, when they get something, when they buy something,
Yeah.
and they had it for like 2 months,
Uh-huh.
and then they go, I'll be back after a year to update my review. And then they come back after a year and they go, still good.
That's cool, I guess.
That I like.
Get a life though.
I need that.
The follow up on the review.
I need that.
For what? Like a vacuum cleaner?
No, I like to know.
I guess.
For me, it's helpful.
Yeah.
For me, it's
For you to sleep at night. You're just reading reviews before you go to bed.
I start messaging the guy.
You're like, hey,
where have you been?
It's been a year and a month.
Yeah,
Is it still holding up?
Yeah, let me know. You said the cords were a little touch and go.
Yeah.
You said it would be good for pets, but how has it been?
Is it fraying?
Yeah. How retractable is it?
You know what I don't like on vacuum cleaners? When you're rolling up the cord, and you know the end of the cord, you latch onto a piece of the cord. When it has to line up on top or bottom, you know how long it's going to be. It's got to go in the middle of that thread.
Absolutely.
All right?
100%.
That's the kind of information we want on our reviews here.
Yeah. So the guy gives me no charge on the burrito, 20% on top of the original amount.
Okay.
Am I the asshole here?
No, not at all. You didn't. Okay. Why would you be the asshole?
Because I thought,
you got to tell a business that if that happens.
Right.
Listen, if there's a hair in my food, I'm not going to be like,
I've eaten around it.
Yeah.
I've eaten around hairs.
Well, I don't eat around. I take it out.
Yeah.
I'll just eat the whole thing. You leave it in there, but you keep eating
dead
around
center.
it.
Yeah. It's just, You know what I mean, man? I won't do that. But a hair, I'll let it go.
What about a fly in your soup? Because you don't know if it happened back there or out front.
Yeah, okay.
And then it's like flies in a restaurant. It's like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
I'll send it back.
You send it back? Okay. Yeah, just give me a new bowl. Meanwhile, they don't give you a new. They just scoop the fly out and bring it back the same.
Right back. Yeah.
You're like, I could see the outline of a fly on the skin of this soup.
The white chalk outline of a fly. It's what's it called? A French onion, but you see the white outline.
Yes, the impression of a fly.
Yeah. So they give me that. I just think that maybe I was being rude by asking not for more food, but to take the burrito off, because that's what I wanted. I wanted him to take the burrito off.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, man, if I broke a tooth on that'd be a real fucking problem.
I mean, if you broke a tooth on that, then they're coming back and looking at your dental fees, which I don't know how much replacing a busted tooth is, but I'm sure it's in the thousands.
Yeah, it's no good.
Better to fucking cheese the $12 burrito in your favor.
100%.
Yeah.
So I just thought I was wondering if I was rude.
Unless you find out, like, you chip your tooth and Juan's like, I'm actually a dentist on the side. And I'd be more than happy to.
Every chair turns into a dentist chair?
Yeah. He just puts the rock in the place where the rest of your tooth was.
My teeth are stronger than ever.
What'd you do with the rock? Did you keep it?
I wanted to give it.
Do you have it?
No, I don't.
I thought you were going to pull it out at some point and be like, can you believe this shit was in
the
mine?
thing? Right.
I do kind of want to know how. Was it a tiny pebble?
It was.
Was it a fracture of a piece of concrete? Or was it like a stone that you could like you could play like beer pong with? And throw
No. The best size comparison would be a pea.
Too big.
Too big, right?
Yeah, too big.
That's what it is. It's too big if it's a pea.
You gotta tell them. You can listen if things are wrong in food service, hospitality, whatever.
Sure.
Let them know, but just don't be a dick about it.
Yeah.
And I don't think you were an asshole.
Okay, all right, great.
I mean, he probably thought you were an asshole.
100%.
Yeah. He probably would have expected that from the white woman across from you.
100%.
But from you, he's like, this guy can't just eat around it.
Right.
Take it home for later.
However, I will say this, though. In terms of white woman around me, next situation.
Okay. This is why Dina doesn't want to eat out?
Yeah.
Because every time she does, something's fucking wrong, and you're like...
I'm pulling a whole condom out of my mouth. She's like, I know you brought that from home.
Yeah.
So, why do we use condoms? All right, so my laundry machines downstairs require an app.
What?
Yeah.
On your phone?
Yes.
An app for what, payment?
Yeah, for payment.
You can't. It won't take quarters?
It doesn't take quarters anymore.
It won't take a card?
No. You can get a refillable card that you use.
Or you could use the app.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you get a refillable card in the building, or you got to go somewhere else?
You can get it in the building.
Okay.
So I use the app. Okay?
Uh-huh.
So sometimes the machine bugs out and you got to get a refund back. You request the refund, they'll give you the refund.
How many refunds have you gotten?
I've gotten like maybe 4 or 5.
Okay, that's not too.
It's not
too
so
crazy.
bad. So then recently I put $20 on my account.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It charged me twice. It said that it charged me $40. I only got $20.
Okay.
So I called them. I wrote an email. I called them. They said, write an email. I wrote an email July 23rd. I tell them what happened. I give them a screenshot of my bank account charge. I'd like $20 reimbursed to my account. Nothing happens. I call a couple days ago and I go, hey, I never got the $20 back to my account. What's the deal with this? The guy on the phone goes, well, it says here that you used the $20. And I go, I've used the machine several times since then. Nobody got back to me. But I've never seen the $20 reflected in my account.
Uh-huh.
He goes, it shows that it has. And I go, I'm telling you it hasn't.
Now, wait, but this is also a thing where, like, this money's not going to go bad, and you will eventually need to just put another $20 on there.
Yeah, I've constantly put money in my app.
So why not just let it rock at 40?
I'm okay letting it rock, but it never reflected on the app.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying is, like, why even... Oh, it never... Okay, so you paid for 40, but you never got the extra 20.
Yeah, I paid for 40.
Oh, okay,
I never got 40.
I thought you just got overcharged,
No,
double charged.
I'm okay if I get overcharged, because then I'll use it anyway.
Right.
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And that I'd be okay with. But the thing is this. When they told me I got 40, when I'm telling them I only got 20, I told them I got charged for 40, and they're saying you got 40. So there's a list of the usages. And it's not in a spreadsheet. It's one at a time.
On the app?
On the app. Like, it's like a scrolling list of every time you've used the machine.
That's weird.
I know.
Yeah.
So I added every one of them up.
Jesus Christ.
And I added every time I've had my credit card charged.
This is white women.
And then I added every time I got a refund.
Uh-huh.
and I did the math.
You totaled it all out.
And there was a discrepancy
of $20.
And then I wrote this email.
This fucking Encyclopedia Britannica of an email, I'm sure. Do we have enough time for you to read the whole thing? Because I'm sure it's volumes.
I want you to read the subject line.
Oh, God. Do you call him Guy again?
Because after the phone call, when the guy was like, I can refund you the $275 you're calling for, I'm not giving you the $20. He's like, and he refunded, and he goes, have a nice day, and then hung up.
Ooh, he rushed you.
Yeah.
Now, hold on. I'll read this.
Yes.
But do you know this email is going to this gentleman in particular?
No, it's going to customer service.
So is it a to whom it may concern?
Oh, it's all sorts of
It's
things.
like to Jeff's manager.
It's all the things.
All right. Do you want me to read just the title?
Just read a little bit, and then we're good to go.
Okay. You direct me. Here we go. All caps.
Oh, yeah.
All caps.
100%.
Oh, my God.
Proceed.
Right. All caps, and I'm going to read it as all caps.
Please do.
Potential lawsuit unless answered within 3 business days.
You're going to fuck with me. You're going to get it.
To whom it may concern, parentheses, CSC Legal, President, etc.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone in the company.
Everyone's getting involved.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have been trying to get in touch with customer service in regard to a refund of expenses. First of all, you already got in touch with him. He just rushed you off the phone.
I ain't done.
I have been trying to get in touch with customer service in regard to a refund of expenses. When I finally was put in touch with someone, I was told to send an email. I sent the following email below. I did not receive a response. Sad face. No sad face.
I start to go into other things. You want to know what's also I didn't get a response from?
The Chuckle Hut in Kansas City.
Mary Simonson on the 6th grade playground when I asked her to prom.
Prom in 6th grade?
Yeah, they had one.
You were shooting up there? You were asking a 12th grader in 6th grade?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Luring pedophiles?
I'm the child.
She's the pedophile.
Yeah, she's the pedophile. I'm the bait.
New paragraph. I called again. I was forwarded to a person named Raphael.
Yeah, Raphael.
New paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
Not only was he rude,
bang,
and refused to put me through to his manager,
bang,
he refused to refund my money.
Bang.
He claims I had used it. He said I have to show you. He said I have to show you otherwise. So here we go.
Here we go.
Ellipsis.
Yeah.
According to the app, I was charged. Whatever. You're adding it up. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
The total in charges for usage is $465.
Then there's a lot of math that goes into this.
Yes.
And it leads down to the discrepancy of $20.
Yes.
Yeah.
Taking the charges to my card according to your app. Adding the whatever. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I have spent multiple phone calls dealing with this. I have done the math multiple times.
Yeah.
My name is Kunalarora. The math is right.
I'm going to tell you right now, the first few times it wasn't.
It took you a few
it took me a few times.
You're sending it out to friends of yours to like double check your work?
I literally almost sent out the thing and I was like, why am I? And then I was looking at the paper and I go, oh man, I was off by $100. Ooh. Yeah.
My time and frustration have not been accounted for. You're in fucking wild.
I am, bro.
My time and frustration have not been accounted for. I would like $100 reimbursed into my account by sundown, or say goodbye to your families.
Yeah.
No, I would like $100 reimbursed into my account for all this irritation, for having to chase down my money. If I am wrong, show me the math.
Yep.
And I'll issue an apology on my behalf.
Yeah.
You missed a period at the end
Whatever.
of that sentence.
That's fine. I don't got
Which,
time.
if I'm on the receiving end, I'm like, look at this fucking idiot.
Yeah, they're passing it around the office.
Just like, look at this jerk off.
Everyone's printing the thing and they're just going, look.
$20. He doesn't even know when to use periods.
Yeah.
I would like a response as soon as possible. I would like all correspondence done via email.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kunalarora. Yeah. That's a big move. You always pull them. I want all correspondence 100%. By email.
100%.
I want a paper trail.
That's a big tip right there. You got to do it where it's all written, because then they could say some wild shit over the phone. Yeah.
Like this guy who said, thank you, have a nice day, and hung up on you. Who does he think he is?
That's like bullshit customer service.
I mean,
and then
if he feels, I'm sure there's some protocol where it's like, if a customer is just going in circles with you and you've done everything you can do,
right?
Say, I've done everything I can do. Have a nice day, and hang up. But if they were wrong, it sounds like, I don't know. I didn't check your math.
Yeah, well, the math is correct. And then
I'm sure it is.
Somebody responded back and said, You were charged twice. The $40 went into your account. Basically the same thing
just saying, yeah,
reiterating
it's
the
there.
same bullshit.
Yeah.
And I said, do the math. I called customer service.
They're like, why are you calling? You said all correspondence by email.
Yeah.
Is this about the period?
Yeah.
You picked up on that and you're like, I better put this on audio?
How about this? We're not going to give you the $20.
We're going to give you
we're going to give you a copy of Shrunken White, Elements of Style.
We're going to give you a few crossword puzzle books.
Yeah.
Sure.
Get your retarded ass up to date. So I call and I go, I'm going to tell you right now, you do not want this lawsuit because it will be coming. Dude, I'm like beyond livid at this point. Because to me, it's doubting my ability.
Not the laundry company, not the washer and dryer people. They're doubting your ability? Who do they think they are? You know who you're fucking with? General Electric.
You're trying to bring a pool, baby? You're trying to bring the whirlpool to me? Well, I'm bringing the ocean to you.
Who put you up to this? The 24/7 wash and dry?
I may tag you with this fucking cat.
I'm going to put you motherfuckers on a spin cycle, I swear to God.
You try to Bosch this with me? It's a company.
Bosch? I know who it is.
Okay.
I'm familiar with their hand tools.
Yeah. They do make washers and
Milwaukee, I'll go anywhere.
Milwaukee, I'll go anywhere.
Ryobi, don't go bringing Asia into this.
Anyway.
So what was worse? Finding a rock in your burrito or... So wait, is this the end of this? Or are you...
So they go, we're going to contact the accounting department and we're going to let you know.
We're going to contact Merv down at accounting and show him your dumb email.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing, man. It's now the principle of the matter. It's like, why should I have to fight you over $20?
$20 is $20.
Yeah.
They're... I'm sure they're not a huge corporation.
They're not.
But are they willing to like lose... You could do a lot of PR damage over $20.
Yeah.
They should give you the 20. Maybe they looked at your thing. They're like, this guy's getting refunds all the time.
I should. You know what came to my mind?
This guy thinks we're Chase. Just taking fucking withdrawals all day.
Yeah, this isn't. He's trying to ask for Ken Moore. You should ask for Bob Less.
Bob Less?
Instead of Ken Moore. It's Bob Less.
I'm not gonna buzz you on that, but it's buzzworthy.
Yeah, it is buzzworthy. It's buzzworthy. So, man, this is the thing.
Hitachi. I'm sorry. I got nothing. But I feel like just saying Hitachi.
Popping shit like a Nazi. That's a big pun line. Anyway, that's the thing, man. It's the fucking robbery. It's the principle of the matter.
The principle is that they didn't give you the $20.
Yeah, I know.
It's stealing.
It's stealing.
It's
just
stealing.
theft. It's just theft.
When you know you're right, like if you didn't go back and do the math, you'd be a little more hesitant to be like, what? I don't know. Maybe there was some. But you went and you checked every fucking transaction.
3 different times.
Yeah.
3 different times.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate that I'm doing this for my time. Mm-hmm. And it drives me so fucking nuts to be this angry. But when someone is stealing from you and they're just being so fucking apathetic towards the situation, that's where it starts to irk me.
You're a customer service nightmare. You must have had, back in the days where contracts were king with cell phones, you must have had some great 2-hour-long conversations with customer service people because that's, to my knowledge, in terms of like, I'm not happy with my service, I want extra shit.
Sure.
Phone companies are always the ones where it's like you can squeeze something out of
100%,
them. You know what I mean?
100%. Yes.
You get the corporate line.
Yeah.
You get what was the name for that? You put me onto that, I think, where you had to Google and find not just customer service, you had to find the name of like.
This is the thing. If you want an email to be answered or if you want a customer service complaint to be answered, ask for the president.
Give me Mr. Biden. The president?
No.
I want to speak to Mr. Obama about my Verizon bill. I was overcharged. It was a night or weekend.
Get Gerald Ford on the line.
You know, JFK wasn't shot. His mind exploded over the thoughts of contracts going into the hundreds of dollars for cell phones.
We've all been to Dealey Plaza. We know what's going on here.
Hitachi. I'm sorry. Too much fun. All right, Dennis, rein it in.
So the point, you asked for the president of the company.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what it is.
And you spoke to presidents of at least sections of the company, I'm sure.
This is what happens. When you ask for the president of the company, generally the president will be made aware of this because they have an HR department depending on a big company.
Especially if you drop the, you're not like, I want to speak to the president. You're like, I want to speak to Ann Morowitz.
Yeah, absolutely.
The head of that fucking whatever.
Absolutely. So then basically they put you in charge with somebody who's head of legal or head of or VP of customer relations. And that
would you get wild? Would you be like, me and Ann go way back? You don't know who you're messing with. 8th grade gym class.
I get it on the phone and I go, is Ann in?
Is Ann there?
Is Ann there?
Tell her it's K-Money.
She knows who it is. Yeah. I'm not going to tell you who it is. She knows.
Dodgeball, 8th grade gym class. She knows I saved her ass.
6th grade prom. She was my date.
She had braces. Didn't bother me.
Yeah, I liked it.
Took her out. Yeah, I liked it.
So that's the
she made a promise to me in that back seat that my service would always be up to date and affordable.
She said no matter where I end up, no matter what job I do,
no roaming charges,
no blackout dates.
What's a blackout date?
I don't know, like where it's like certain dates where it doesn't apply.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. So.
Don't jump, Bruce.
Don't jump. Anyway.
Is he going to jump?
He probably will.
Right?
He's got it.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
That's the most athletic thing I've ever seen happen in this apartment.
He's pretty athletic. So the point is, I know it's out of control. It's out of pocket.
If you know you're right, complain and get what's yours. That's your policy.
That is my policy.
Yeah.
But am I being the asshole here?
No, I don't think. No, you're not being the asshole. They're clearly being the asshole. You might be being petty. Some might say.
Yeah.
$20 is $20, but it's also like you said, is it worth your time?
No.
It's
not, but it's like I think that you would agree in this situation for like the little guy, man. These people are fucking the little guy.
Yeah, they're fucking the little guy. And, you use your voice to try to make others aware or at least to try to, again, get your $20 back. But I think everyone who does this, who fights with the company, whether they are definitely wrong or whether there's some perceived slight,
yeah,
you know what I mean, some intangible thing,
yeah,
everybody reaches a wall where they're just like, all right, whatever, they went, like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like they're too big to fail almost sometimes. It's like they'll wait you out.
Yes.
This faceless company will wait you out.
Right.
Yeah, and it sucks.
Because now they've met an immovable object.
Have they? For sure?
They have, absolutely.
Yeah?
I will go as far as humanly possible.
Okay.
Yeah. The next time, if there's another email correspondence and it's a no, I kid you not, I'm attaching the PDF for taking somebody to small claims. I already got it ready.
Will you only settle for like because you requested you want $100?
Yes, I did.
So if they're like, we'll give you the $20 back, are you like not good enough?
I'll take it.
That would have been fine a week ago.
You're like, I'm taking it. Yeah, I'm taking it.
Like, for the love of God, please.
Yeah, just give
as long as I can be perceived the winner.
Let me stop this nightmare I'm living in.
What if they're like, listen, we're not going to give you the money, but you're the man, all right? No one doubts your mathematical ability. You're like, that's what I thought. All right, I'll take it.
Just praise. That's all I ask for. They just go into small parts of my life.
Like, listen, there's 6 of us here in the office. We'll follow you on Instagram. All right, we'll call it even. All right,
we think you're very funny.
We'll share the clips. They're pretty good. How about that rock and that burrito?
We subscribe to the YouTube.
All right. Oh, okay. All right.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Charge me $80.
I can't let it go. I can't.
No, I know. I know how you get.
Yeah.
And this whole house will be in disarray until
100%, dude.
You're not going to let this ruin your trip, right? You're really thinking, you're like, I might let it ruin my trip.
I'll let it go.
You'll let it go
I'll
for the
let
trip.
it go.
But then it's double time once you get back.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
There is no end to how I will scorch the earth, man. I cannot. This is what it comes back down to what I said before. is that I can't trust other people with power because they can be so egregious with it.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Exactly.
You know who said that?
If you say Yoda, I swear to
Yoda said that. Do or do not, an absolute power corrupts absolutely.
He did not say that.
He did say that.
Did you? Are you serious?
It's not canon, but I've seen some fan fiction. Where
All right. I'm glad you're on my side.
Yeah, I'm usually on your side.
Yeah,
it's
I know. It's just
sometimes
that I get so nervous about that because I feel like sometimes you're like,
am I the moral barometer?
No, you're not. You are, but then also
like if I'm not on your side, do you start to doubt yourself?
No,
I
don't start to doubt myself. But
you should.
I'm trying to create a lack of belief.
I'm just imagining you across from Dina, candlelit dinner, Portugal.
Yeah.
The birds are singing at night. Yeah. There's music playing.
They're singing at night?
I don't know. They do it differently over there. Hey, like
the birds are singing at night. The rooster crowing at sunset. Cock-a-doodle, whoo.
Your burrito shows up. There's just a stone on top of it.
Yeah.
And you look up at Dina, and that's when your phone vibrates.
Yeah.
And it's the laundry company. And it just says, fuck you.
They charge my credit card again?
They charge it again. They're like, we sent the rock in the burrito.
We thought it'd be a message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I bite the burrito. There's a horse's head in the burrito. How'd they do this?
You got to pay extra for that.
Yeah. I often worry about like the pursuit of how far I will go mentally to when I'm angry about something.
Have you ever gone too far? You ever say anything you regret?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I just can't think of it. But I start to... The reason why I brought this up is because this thing that came up and I wanted to talk about this. Mm-hmm. It's tennis player. U.S. Open's happening.
So I hear.
You don't watch tennis.
I think, yeah. Okay, good.
So
not a fan.
No, I get it. There's this tennis player, Australian guy, Nick Kyrgios, if I'm saying his name correctly. So basically, he's playing the game, and he's mad at his. So when you play tennis in the stadium, there's your family and friends.
Yeah.
You get a box.
You get few tickets.
Yeah, a few tickets.
Yeah.
So you could probably seat like 15 people in that
right.
box, right?
Yeah.
He had his box. He starts yelling at his box because they're not being supportive for him. And then he spits, and he gets dinged with like unsportsmanlike conduct. Sure. I think if you get 2, you get disqualified.
Well, you shouldn't spit on a clay court.
It's not clay.
What is it?
It's a hard court.
It's a hard court. Yeah, I'm saying if they were playing on grass, which I don't understand how that even works. The tennis ball bouncing off of grass. But if you're playing on grass, I would accept spit.
But on a hard court, no?
No, because it doesn't absorb it at all.
It doesn't.
Well, the hot sun has to...
Man, this is a strange hill for you to... You literally packed your bags for this hill and go, time to die in a weird
I thought
place.
about this. No, I thought I saw this article. I thought about the spitting. Like, you're not the only game happening that day, dude. You know what I mean? Someone's got to come out.
It's like a 2.5-hour game. The spit will dry.
What if it was What if it was the last 2 hours and 25 minutes? What if there was 5 minutes left and he spit? Do you know when it happened?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know how hot the sun was that day?
I don't know how hot the sun was.
Was he hocking a loogie? Because phlegm won't.
Phlegm doesn't dry.
Phlegm don't dry up.
Phlegm, it lingers.
Johnny McEnroe steps in some phlegm. The whole fucking city's gonna explode. All right.
Johnny McEnroe.
Johnny McEnroe is my only tennis.
I understand.
Reference.
I got that. Based on the way you said it, it made absolute sense.
You're just waiting for me to drop Johnny McEnroe the moment you brought up tennis.
Yeah, 100%.
I can name 2 more: Venus, Serena, Williams, King Richard. He probably played, I imagine.
Prince George.
No, but it did seem, as far as this guy, imagine you're a professional athlete.
Right.
And it's one of the, I mean, you're not Tom Brady. You're not a professional, even a hockey player, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Tennis is a very kind of niche, whatever, sport, you know what I mean? You got your family there, your friends. I think his supermodel girlfriend was up there, right?
Yes.
And like you're struggling maybe, and then you look up to your box and like everyone's on their phones.
Apathetic.
I'm
gonna tell you right now that would make me.
Or like laughing and you know
they're
dancing.
having inside jokes and shit.
Yeah.
They're chatting about some other shit.
Yeah.
I'm getting angry at that point.
Now like it's not like they're holding up signs that say like "You suck, guy who invited us here."
Yeah. 100%.
But it is like you'd expect them to be like paying attention.
Of course.
I'm not saying I'm on this guy's side. I definitely don't like the spit.
Yes.
I don't even like the yelling out. I think he said, like, if you're not here to support me, leave.
Yes.
But, like, hey, man, You're playing a one-on-one sport. Just like focus up.
Yeah.
Don't be worried about what's going on.
He was winning.
He was winning at the time?
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's a real bitch then. Fuck this guy. Yeah, what's he crybabying about?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we're both in agreement here, which kind of,
He's the asshole, but I get where he's coming.
Right. Yeah. You don't want to give away 15 tickets unless it's like a parent. Because Serena Williams will play matches, and her mom is sitting there like she truly could not be bothered.
Right. She's over it at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't they just announce retirement?
Yeah, this is her last tournament, and she just got knocked out.
Haven't they also announced retirement like 3 times already? I feel like.
No.
I feel like I've heard that a long time coming, where it's like Venus and Serena, they're at their end. They've been doing this a long time.
I mean, they've been at it for 25 years.
Are they twins or sisters?
Sisters.
Okay. Because if they were twins, I was going to say, were they playing in the womb back and forth? Together.
Much like twins ought to do. Yeah. Okay.
Where did you get your love for tennis from? I know we're wrapping up in a minute.
Yeah.
Because you're not a big sports guy.
I'm not.
I know you watch a little bit of basketball.
Yeah.
But then every time the U.S. Open happens, I'm reminded that, like, oh, you have this weird fanfare for tennis.
Because when you play handball in New York City, tennis is the next step.
I don't think so. I disagree.
It wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't for me at all. My brother played tennis, though.
I'd say paddleboard. Paddleboard? Is that what it's called?
Paddleboard?
Paddleball?
Paddleball. Yeah. Or squash.
Squash?
Squash would be probably close.
But you wouldn't call it squash in New York, though.
No, absolutely
no. Herbs play squash. We play paddleball.
We play zucchini.
Pickleball?
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Point is, okay, I get that.